Alright, this list covers all the win the game cards in Magic history, and we rank them by power level. We're starting out at number 27 with Maze's End. This win con is very difficult to hit, requiring 10 different gate cards to be on the battlefield, but it's an auto include in any Gates Matter decks. And at number 26 we have Barren Glory. Your opponents might hate you if you try and pull this one off, because you're likely going to have to destroy all permanents, including their lands. And at 25 we have Near Death Experience. If you like living on the edge, this win con is for you. It's going to be extremely tough to get your life total so low without accidentally killing yourself. And at 24 we have Happily Ever After. There are a lot of stipulations to make this win con work, but if you can meet all the stringent requirements, you'll be an absolute legend. At 23 we have Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. If you enjoy self-milling or aggressive card draw strategies, this might be the win con for you. And at 22 we have Test of Endurance. This might not be incredibly difficult to achieve in Commander format, starting with 40 life, but you get bonus points if you're able to pull off the win con while wearing the same outfit as the guys in the artwork. At 21 we have Hedron Alignment. This is another win con that requires a lot of legwork to achieve, but hexproof will make that task a little bit easier. And at 20 we have Azores Elokuters. Opponents are going to do everything possible to take out your filibuster counters, but this win con is very achievable in a Pillow Fort or Control deck. At 19 there's Triskaidekaphile. Some say the number 13 is unlucky. If you think otherwise, turn that taboo number into an out of nowhere victory. And at 18 we have Mortal Kombat! Do you love dead bodies? Does your graveyard look like John Wayne Gacy's crawlspace? If so, turn that love for the deceased into a flavorful win. At 17 we have Mael's Arya. If you can assemble an absolutely humongous creature and hold on until your upkeep, you'll pull off a fun victory. And at 16 we have Battle of Wits. There is no format that allows even close to this number of cards, so you'll have to have your pod's approval to play cards outside of the game. But if you can shenanigan your way to a 200 card deck, you absolutely earned a dub. At 15 we have Biovisionary. There are tons of cards like Sakashima and Spark Double that will let you copy creatures, so this win con is very achievable. You also don't have to wait around until your next upkeep like many of the other cards on this list. And at 14 we have Laboratory Maniac. It's a very straightforward win con that turns decking yourself into a winning condition. Bring on the mill! And at 13 we have Approach of the Second Sun. Even though the casting cost is high, in formats like Commander it's very easy to draw 7 more cards in the same turn and cast this thing again for a surprise win. And at 12 we have Darksteel Reactor. 20 counters is a lot, but with Indestructible and a plethora of Proliferate cards out there, this reactor may be approaching a meltdown. And at number 11 we have Chance Encounter. Get to flipping, and before you know it, your opponent's luck will have just run out. And at number 10 we have Epic Struggle. Perfect for token decks. Turn your army of weenies into a win that nobody will see coming. Extra points if you can pull this off with sponge creatures. At number 9 we have Mechanized Production. This win con is not that hard to achieve using treasure tokens. You only need 8 treasures to produce this victory. And at number 8 we have Halo Fountain. If you can manage to have 15 tapped creatures for this bad Mammoth Jamma to untap, you'll destroy your opponents in a fountain of angel goo. And at number 7 we have Filadar Sovereign. It's not difficult to have more than 40 life in Commander. Your opponents will definitely come after you once this hits the board, but if you can hold them off, you'll be kicking back eating Meow Mix. And at number 6 we have Helkite Tyrant. Steal everyone's artifacts and then sit back on your hoard of treasures and just win the game? What could be more fun? And at number 5 we have Helix Pinnacle. Shroud makes this enchantment hard to remove. If you can generate enough mana though to pump this thing full of tower counters, you'll pull off a nice win. And at number 4 we have Lilias Contract. Getting 4 different demons on the board is not hard to do, but your opponents will be scared stiff once they see you turn those demons into victory. In our third spot we have Simic Ascendancy. Perfect for +1/+1 counter decks. Make your creatures bigger while working towards ascending to a glorious win. In our second spot we have Revel and Riches. This beastly enchantment will give you treasures when your opponent's creatures die, and you only need 10 treasures to win. Bathe in those riches, you champion. You deserve it. And before we get to our number 1 pick, we have a few Uncards that will win you the game. As luck would have it, and now I know my ABCs are fun and flavorful ways to pull off a win, but my favorite is the Cheese Stands Alone. That is one confident cheese. And there's a few non-legal cards that could be fun to include if your pod allows it. Who doesn't want to win with unicorns and ponies? Sounds like a good time to me. And in the number 1 spot, we have Thassa's Oracle. It's a staple in CEDH, it's a cheap creature, and it can be bounced again and again to empty your deck. It's extremely powerful, and that's why it earns our top spot. If you enjoyed this list of Wincons, smash that like and subscribe buttons, and until next time,